HESI A2I Anatomy Questions. Question 1. A physiology item gives two clues. It carries visual signals from the retina toward the brain, and it is formed by axons of retinal ganglion cells. Which option identifies the structure? Option A, lens. Option B, medulla oblongata. Option C, stretch reflex. Option D, optic nerve. The correct answer is option D, optic nerve. The role tested here involves transmitting sight information. This structure carries visual signals from the retina toward the brain. It can also be identified because it is formed by axons of retinal ganglion cells. Question 2. Which option identifies the structure that converts light into neural signals? Option A, retina. Option B, sympathetic division. Option C, ventral root. Option D, medulla oblongata. The correct answer is option A, retina. This structure converts light into neural signals. It contains photoreceptors and several layers of neurons. These linked features explain the role in beginning visual transduction. Question 3. Which option identifies the structure most important for supporting the retina because it helps maintain the shape of the posterior eye? Option A, optic disc. Option B, saccule. Option C, vestibulocochlear nerve. Option D, vitreous humor. The correct answer is option D, vitreous humor. A key clue is that this structure is a gel filling the large cavity behind the lens. It also helps maintain the shape of the posterior eye. That combination is central to supporting the retina. Stressed about your HESI A2? We can take HESI A2 for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 4. Which option identifies the structure associated with supporting the visual layer in both clues? It supplies blood and absorbs stray light inside the eye, and it lies between the sclera and retina? Option A, basal nuclei. Option B, withdrawal reflex. Option C, choroid. Option D, vestibule. The correct answer is option C, choroid. The function described is that this structure supplies blood and absorbs stray light inside the eye. A second identifying feature is that it lies between the sclera and retina. Together, the two clues explain the role in supporting the visual layer. Question 5. Impairment of which structure would most directly prevent the following function? Provides most of the eye's light refraction? Option A, the acetylcholine at autonomic ganglia. Option B, cornea. Option C, autonomic nervous system. Option D, corpus callosum. The correct answer is option B, cornea. A key clue is that this structure is a transparent curved surface at the front of the eye. It also provides most of the eye's light refraction. That combination is central to beginning visual focusing. Question 6. A learner connects the clues fine-tunes light focus on the retina and changes shape during accommodation. Which option best matches both clues? Option A, rod. Option B, atrioventricular bundle. Option C, taste bud. Option D, lens. The correct answer is option D, lens. The function described is that this structure fine-tunes light focus on the retina. A second identifying feature is that it changes shape during accommodation. Together, the two clues explain the role in forming a clear image at different distances. Question 7. Which option identifies the structure most important for washing the exposed surface because it produces tears that lubricate and protect the eye? Option A, lacrimal gland. Option B, tooth. Option C, atrioventricular bundle. Option D, incus. The correct answer is option A, lacrimal gland. A key clue is that this structure lies in the superolateral orbit. It also produces tears that lubricate and protect the eye. That combination is central to washing the exposed surface. Question 8. Impairment of which structure would most directly prevent the following function? Supports color vision and sharp detail in bright light? Option A, cone. Option B, cerebrum. Option C, temporal lobe. Option D, pancreatic islet. The correct answer is option A, cone. A key clue is that this structure is concentrated near the center of the retina. It also supports color vision and sharp detail in bright light. That combination is central to reading and recognizing fine images. Are you looking for HESI A2 actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access HESI A2 study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get HESI A2 answer key today. Question 9. Impairment of which structure would most directly prevent the following function? Forms the opening through which light enters the eye. Option A, iris. Option B, pupil. Option C, choroid plexus. Option D, lens. The correct answer is option B, pupil. A key clue is that this structure changes size as the iris contracts. It also forms the opening through which light enters the eye. That combination is central to adjusting retinal illumination. Question 10. A review item describes a structure that is highly sensitive but does not provide color detail. Which option identifies it? Option A, rod. Option B, autonomic nervous system. Option C, cerebrum. Option D, utricle. The correct answer is option A, rod. For seeing at night, this structure supports dim-minus light and peripheral vision. It can also be recognized because it is highly sensitive but does not provide color detail. The remaining choices have different primary functions or locations. Question 11. Which option identifies the structure best matching this description? It acts through suspensory fibers, and it changes lens curvature for near or distant vision. Option A, corpus callosum. Option B, vagus nerve. Option C, ciliary muscle. Option D, tympanic membrane. The correct answer is option C, ciliary muscle. For supporting accommodation, this structure changes lens curvature for near or distant vision. It can also be recognized because it acts through suspensory fibers. The remaining choices have different primary functions or locations. Question 12. A physiology item gives two clues. It regulates pupil diameter, and it contains smooth muscle and gives the eye its visible color. Which option identifies the structure? Option A, autonomic nervous system. Option B, parietal lobe. Option C, iris. Option D, ciliary muscle. The correct answer is option C, iris. The role tested here involves controlling light entry. This structure regulates pupil diameter. It can also be identified because it contains smooth muscle and gives the eye its visible color. Question 13. Which option identifies the structure with this feature? It contains no photoreceptors and creates a blind spot. Option A, cerebrum. Option B, optic disc. Option C, reflex arc. Option D, ventral root. The correct answer is option B, optic disc. This structure participates in leaving the eye with visual axons. It marks the exit of the optic nerve, and it contains no photoreceptors and creates a blind spot. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Question 14. Which option identifies the structure with this feature? It contains a high density of cones and few overlying cells. Option A, fovea centralis. Option B, cone. Option C, dorsal root. Option D, cerebrum. The correct answer is option A, fovea centralis. This structure participates in focusing directly on fine detail. It provides the greatest visual acuity, and it contains a high density of cones and few overlying cells. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Question 15. A learner connects the clues, nourishes the cornea and lens, and maintains anterior pressure and circulates through the front chambers of the eye. Which option best matches both clues? Option A, fovea centralis. Option B, primary motor cortex. Option C, goval window. Option D, aqueous humor. The correct answer is option D, aqueous humor. The function described is that this structure nourishes the cornea and lens and maintains anterior pressure. A second identifying feature is that it circulates through the front chambers of the eye. Together, the two clues explain the role in supporting transparent avascular structures. Question 16. Which option identifies the structure best matching this description? It protects the globe and provides muscle attachment, and it forms the tough white outer coat of the eye. Option A, sclera. Option B, fovea centralis. Option C, cone. Option D, olfactory receptor. The correct answer is option A, sclera. For maintaining eye shape, this structure forms the tough white outer coat of the eye. It can also be recognized because it protects the globe and provides muscle attachment. The remaining choices have different primary functions or locations. Question 17. Which option identifies the structure that carries visual signals from the retina toward the brain? Option A, lens. Option B, optic nerve. Option C, medulla oblongata. Option D, stretch reflex. The correct answer is option B, optic nerve. This structure carries visual signals from the retina toward the brain. It is formed by axons of retinal ganglion cells. These linked features explain the role in transmitting sight information. Question 18. Which option identifies the structure most directly associated with maintaining eye shape in this function, forms the tough white outer coat of the eye? Option A, fovea centralis. Option B, cone. Option C, sclera. Option D, olfactory receptor. The correct answer is option C, sclera. This structure participates in maintaining eye shape. It forms the tough white outer coat of the eye, and it protects the globe and provides muscle attachment. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices.
Stressed about your NA-CCMA? We can take NA-CCMA for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 19. A student is reviewing a concept involved in focusing directly on fine detail. Which option identifies the structure with this function, provides the greatest visual acuity? Option A, cone. Option B, fovea centralis. Option C, dorsal root. Option D, cerebrum. The correct answer is option B, fovea centralis. The role tested here involves focusing directly on fine detail. This structure provides the greatest visual acuity. It can also be identified because it contains a high density of cones and few overlying cells. Question 20. A student is reviewing a concept involved in adjusting retinal illumination. Which option identifies the structure with this function, forms the opening through which light enters the eye? Option A, pupil. Option B, iris. Option C, choroid plexus. Option D, lens. The correct answer is option A, pupil. The role tested here involves adjusting retinal illumination. This structure forms the opening through which light enters the eye. It can also be identified because it changes size as the iris contracts. Question 21. Which option identifies the structure associated with beginning visual focusing and both clues? It provides most of the eye's light refraction, and it is a transparent curved surface at the front of the eye. Option A, the acetylcholine at autonomic ganglia. Option B, autonomic nervous system. Option C, corpus callosum. Option D, cornea. The correct answer is option D, cornea. The function described is that this structure provides most of the eye's light refraction. A second identifying feature is that it is a transparent curved surface at the front of the eye. Together, the two clues explain the role in beginning visual focusing. Question 22. Which option identifies the structure most directly associated with beginning visual transduction and this function, converts light into neural signals? Option A, sympathetic division. Option B, ventral root. Option C, retina. Option D, medulla oblongata. The correct answer is option C, retina. This structure participates in beginning visual transduction. It converts light into neural signals, and it contains photoreceptors and several layers of neurons. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Question 23. A review item describes a structure that lies between the sclera and retina. Which option identifies it? Option A, basal nuclei. Option B, choroid. Option C, withdrawal reflex. Option D, vestibule. The correct answer is option B, choroid. For supporting the visual layer, this structure supplies blood and absorbs stray light inside the eye. It can also be recognized because it lies between the sclera and retina. The remaining choices have different primary functions or locations. Question 24. A review item describes a structure that is a gel filling the large cavity behind the lens. Which option identifies it? Option A, optic disc. Option B, saccule. Option C, vitreous humor. Option D, vestibulocochlear nerve. The correct answer is option C, vitreous humor. For supporting the retina, this structure helps maintain the shape of the posterior eye. It can also be recognized because it is a gel filling the large cavity behind the lens. The remaining choices have different primary functions or locations. Question 25. Which option identifies the structure whose key function is, nourishes the cornea and lens and maintains anterior pressure? Option A, fovea centralis. Option B, primary motor cortex. Option C, Govil window. Option D, aqueous humor. The correct answer is option D, aqueous humor. This structure nourishes the cornea and lens and maintains anterior pressure. It circulates through the front chambers of the eye. These linked features explain the role in supporting transparent avascular structures.